Cody, Rich, Joe, Mark, Martin, and Sean. Turn marshals will be my truck drivers. If you're racing truck tonight, I'm going to need you to turn marshal this race. Cody, Rich, Joe, Mark, Martin, Sean.
Joe Wilson.
All right, turn marshals going to be my truck drivers. If you're racing truck, I need you out here. Barry.
TH.
All right, if I can get one more on the left side, please. My truck drivers tonight going to be Barry, James, Jordan, Brandon, Brian, Pat.
Cody Kirk. Martin Arroyo.
Okay, we got marshals and spots. Got everybody checked in. Let this group of cars pass by here. And we are going live loop, drivers. When you cross the line, your time will begin. This is Wednesday night racing. Doesn't look like night outside, but it'll get dark by the time racing's over. First lap in the books, Martin a 17.2, Joe going 17.9. Got Cody a 17.2, Sean a 16.3. So Sean fastest opening lap. Quite a margin too. Ah, 40 seconds down, 5:20 to go. 2 laps in the books for everybody. Almost everybody. Right now it's going to be Martin Arroyo out front, followed by Sean, Joe, Cody, Mark, and Rich. We are 1 minute down. Fastest lap still Sean out of 16.3. Oh, Sean going 16.2 now. So Sean a 16.2, Joe a 16.9, Cody a 16.9. Now Mark is 16.5. Got Martin 17.2. Got Rich a 17.6. Minute 25 in. Ah, trouble for Sean. Got Gross looking at it, but he's no, that's Joe actually. My bad. Looks like that car is finished. So it's gonna be Sean out front. Sean, very similar colors to Joe, but he does have the red. That's the distinguishing feature there. So Sean Torres out front, 22.16 for pace. Looking good so far. We got Martin 21.04, Mark at 21.12, Rich at 2014, Cody at 2016. And we got 2:15 down, 3:45 to go. $2:30 down, 3:30 remains. Got Sean 3.5 ahead of Martin. Martin 0.9 ahead of Mark. Mark 7 ahead of Cody. Cody 2 ahead of Rich. At 2:40 down, 3:20 to go. So looking ahead to this weekend, we got RCFIA coming up on Saturday. Opening round of RCFIA is going to take place at Limo Foundation, located in Redwood City. Despite the name, I did not see any redwoods there. It's a bit of a misnomer. I saw no redwood trees in Redwood City.
Hey, what about the Corona Classic?
We got 3:20 down, 2:40 to go. Mark Barbosa taking over the top spot. He's driving the white car. On a 2101 for pace, got Sean on a 2104, Martin a 2110, Cody 2115, Rich 1901. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. That is clear.
What about the Corona Classic, Dan?
Corona Classic. That is going to be coming up. Actually, I was going to talk about that a little later. That's going to be our next track change. It's going to be the Saturday night. March 28th. March 28th will be our next track change. It'll be a
2
Saturday
minutes
night.
left.
We'll close down the track a little early, and we'll get a track change accomplished. If you help out with that track change, you get to reserve a pit stop for the 2026 Corona Classic.
Yeah, that's next week.
2026 Corona Classic is going to be March 29th. We got 4:25 down, a minute 35 to go. Mark on a 22:16, Sean 21:03, Martin a 21:06, Cody 20:03, Rich 19:01. So yeah, the Corona Classic was basically the NorCal Hobbies coming back from Corona race back when Corona was a thing. I guess it's still a thing, but it's less of a thing, maybe.
It wasn't real.
So, yeah, Corona Classic became an annual thing.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. 4 down, 1 to go. 5 down, 1 to go, rather. We just had our on-road Corona Classic this past Sunday. Pretty epic turnout. We had 17 heats for an on-road race. Yeah, B mains in multiple classes. I want to say we had 6 or 7 B mains.
Wow.
Yes, haha, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Got 30 seconds to go here. Mark's still holding on to the one spot. Closest battle right now, Sean and Martin. They are 1.1 apart. All right, we're heading into the last couple laps here. 10 seconds remain on the clock. So yeah, I know you guys don't want to get outdone by the on-road guys. Let's try to pack this place. Let's see if we can get 18 heats for the off-road version.
Martin Arroyo done.
I didn't even hear the tone.
Having too much fun, Dan.
I know, right? I'm going to have to
Cody
turn
Kirk
that thing
done.
up.
TH done.
I can't hear nada.
Rich Bright done.
Oh, one more car. Mark, keep going. It's going to be a long last lap, but nonetheless, a victory lap here for Mark Barbosa.
All drivers are finished.
And that'll be a race, guys.
Mark Barbosa.
Mark
done.
going a 22:28. Got Martin at 21:03, Sean 21:06, Cody 20:06, Rich 19:07, and Joe getting 3 laps in. See if I can crank it up a little here.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Let's go, Art. Loctite Milio. Joe Colicchio. Jeff Nyes. James Colicchio.
Okay, hopefully that's a little better. Let's get our drivers out here from that last one. I'm going to need your help, guys. Got most of you out here already. Okay, got some guys starting to wait here. So we're going to get this party started. We're going racing. I hope that was a little more audible. Careful getting onto the straight, guys. All right, we got Anthony going 16-2, Art going 16-5, James the 19-2, John going 15-9, Joe 17-0, and Jeff making his way around the last couple of corners here. His opening lap going to be a 16-9. Got James going 17-2. Yes, it's true. "50 seconds in, drivers." And the leaderboard currently going to be Art out front. Got John battling Art here. They're half a second apart. Anthony just 0.3 of a second back in the 3 spot. Got James in the 4, 2.5 behind Anthony. Joe in the 5, 3.5 behind James. And Jeff in the 6, 0.1 of a second behind Joe. Now we got more of our runners in the 15s now. James still holding down hot lap at a 15-2. Got 15-4s from both Art and John. Got 15-3 from Anthony. 15-6 for Jeff. And a 16 for Joe at the moment. Got a minute 35 down, 4:25 remaining. Oh, Art, John, James, Anthony, Jeff, Joe, your current order. $1:45 down, 4:15 left. Got Art 23:01 for pace, John 23:03, James 23:12, Anthony 23:14, Jeff 21:01, Joe 21:05. 3:55 remains here, just under 4 minutes remain. Art Cardinale, new fast lap, 15-1. That young man's going places, I tell you what. 2:35 down, 3:25 to go. And this time around, it's going to be John Melio to the front. His pace now, 23:03. Yeah, James 23:15, Art 22 flat. Got Anthony at 22:01, Joe at 21 flat, and Jeff at 21:02. Just under 3 minutes remain, drivers. So John now 4.5 ahead of James. James 0.4 ahead of Art. Art 1.7 ahead of Anthony. Yeah, Anthony 6.9 ahead of Joe. Joe 2.1 ahead of Jeff. Yeah, 2:30 to go, drivers. 2:30 remains. Yeah, 2:20 to go. John 23:05, Art 23:10, James also 23:10, Anthony 23:15, Joe 22:13, Jeff 22:16. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
A minute 50 to go, drivers. This is race number 2 on track. Got 5 heats tonight, 4 heats of buggy, 6 drivers in each. And we got a heat of truck. Minute 30 remains. So we got John 1.5 ahead of Art 0.7 ahead of James, James 9 ahead of Anthony, Anthony 2.5 ahead of Joe, Joe 5 up on Jeff. John 23:06, Art 23:08, James 23:09, Anthony 22:05, Joe 22:10, and Jeff 22:17 now. 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
$50 seconds remaining. 40 seconds remain. And it's Art Cardinale out front. John Mulio with a long lap. So Art 23.07 leading the way. James 23.11. John 23.13. Anthony 22.04. Joe 22.09. Jeff 21.01. Yeah, 15 seconds left, drivers. Careful in the middle. That is clear. We got 10 seconds to go. Keep it smooth. Keep it on all four wheels. Oh, Colicchio going for best trick there. That was pretty cool.
Let's go, Art done.
Might not help the lap time, but
Anthony
definitely earning some
Sichiglovsky
style
done.
points.
James Colicchio done. Joe Colicchio done.
And one more car.
Loctite Milio
Actually,
done.
two more. Jeff, well. Okay. I guess that is a race after all. So it's going to be Art Cardinale 23.07, James 23.11, John 23.12, Joe a 22.08, Anthony 22.10, and Jeff very close to a 22. All right, this is
Barry
race
Soffit.
number 3.
BP.
Most of these guys also running truck later on.
Lucas Sichiglovsky. Patrick Brill. Jordan Rivera. Rice Cakes Supreme.
Okay, got everybody checked in. Looking for a few more turn marshals. Got James, got Art, I got Anthony. I think we got Joe out here too. If I can get John and Jeff, please. John and Jeff. Okay, Jeff's in the corner, and then we got John in the middle. Cool. All right, folks, you guys ready to go? Let's go. What the heck? Barry's running green wheels, yellow wheels. That's interesting. Not often you see that. All right, Barry 15-1, Lucas 15-1, Pat 15-4, Jordan a 14-9, Brandon a 14-7. I was going to spare you the embarrassment. BG going 15-1 that time by. 15-1 and having fun. Right now it's BP out front, 14-5 that last time by. Another 14-5 for BP. Got Barry going 14-7, BG a 14-9, Lucas a 14-9, Jordan a 14-9, Pat going 15-4. Just past 1 minute in, drivers. Brandon Poria on a 25-lap pace. So BP 25.05, Barry at 25.12, Jordan 24.02, Lucas at 24.02 as well. Got Pat on a 23 and BG currently on a 22. Minute 30 down, 4:30 left. All right, $150 down, 4:10 to go. Brandon Perea currently 1.4 ahead of Barry. Barry 0.3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.7 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 6.2 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.9 ahead of BG. Oh, race leader going 14.4 that time by. BP running the magenta and gray. I'm still waiting for BP to dye his beard magenta to match his car. We got 3:30 to go. Right now, BP 25.04. Barry Sopp at 25.11. Jordan also 25.11. Got Lucas 24.01. Pat 23.08. BG now 23.07. So fastest lap of this race. Jordan Rabara 14.3. Way to be. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Oh, BP heard me. 14.3 of his own that time by. It was 9 1,000ths slower than Jordan's, however. We got 2:40 remaining. Brandon 3.5 ahead of Barry. Barry 1.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.8 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 9 ahead of Brian. Brian 2 ahead of Pat. 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. BP 14.2. So Brandon now 4.5 ahead of Barry. Barry 1 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 2.3 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 11 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Pat.
2 minutes left.
BP another 14.2. We got BG at 14.7. Minute 45 remains. Brandon 25.03. Barry 25.11. Jordan 25.13. Lucas 24.02. Brian 23.02. Pat 23.07. Got another heat of buggy after this. So this is race number 3 on track. 1:20 left. $1:20 remains. Oh. 70 seconds remain.
One minute left.
50 seconds remain, drivers. Brandon, Barry, Jordan, Lucas, Brian, and Pat. Brandon 25.02, Barry 25.11, Jordan 25.13, Lucas 24.02, Brian 23.02, and Pat 23.06. 35 seconds left. Race number 4 coming up next. 25 left in this one. $15 seconds to go. Five seconds. Keep on going, guys. Keep going. Do not stop early.
Rice Cakes Supreme done. Lucas Sichiglowski done. Patrick Brill done. Barry Soppet done. BP done. All drivers
All right, I'll be a
finished.
race. Brandon Perea,
Jordan Rivera
25.06.
done.
Barry at 25.12. Jordan, 25.14. Lucas, 24.02. Brian, 23.01. Pat, 23.05. I didn't get a chance to check out Brandon's ride before racing tonight, but I did get a chance to check it out, I think it was Friday after racing. BP, his tires were bald. Like, I'm talking like Lars Lundberg bald. And, oh man, don't get me started on his out drive. He's running pucks and one of them disintegrated. Oh man, that thing was wasted. Metal on metal. Are you still running it like that? Holy hamburgers. Go work on your car. Dude, there's no way I would run that car like that. I mean, it's not like it could get it. Yeah, you couldn't destroy the pucks any worse, so I guess, you know, it's not going to get any worse. Maybe. I always found I was, you know, I love the idea of pucks. It's a great design. Don't get me wrong. But I've always done better lap times without them. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
It's too high maintenance for me.
Yeah, I need some turn marshals on the left, guys.
Omar Manan Salsa.
I'm going to need at least one more on the left. Who is not out here? Okay. Cool. Let's go racing, guys.
Transponder 8017739. Steve Loom.
I don't know who Tony Costello is, but I know that's Steve Leung. You don't look like a Tony to me, Steve. All right, Brian going 14-7, Georgia 14-9. Brian bringing it down to 14-6. Kevin a 14-9, Steve a 15-2, Omar 14-9. Got 45 seconds in. So I found that upon landing this upper center double, if I do it just right, I can hold full throttle from that landing all the way around that corner. It's kind of fun. Like I feel like I'm getting away with something I shouldn't be doing. It's that same feeling. A minute 20 down, 4:40 to go. Wow. Brian Mirafuente, 13-9. Man, I'll have what he's having, whatever he ate for lunch. A minute 40 down. So, Bryant Mirafuente, 25:08. He definitely had his Wheaties this morning. Got Steve Leung in 2 spot, 24:05. George going 24:10. Ryan 24:11. Kevin 24:12. Omar 23:01. Whoa, lucky bounce there for your race leader. He meant to do that. 2:15 down, 3:45 left. He only lost a second. It's not bad. Oh, man, look at Bryant's car coming off that upper center double. He already has that thing pointed the right direction. Like, seriously, watch this right here. Last time was better, but you get the idea. All right, we got 2:50 down, 3:10 to go. So Bryant 5 seconds up on George. George 1.4 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1 ahead of Omar. Omar 4 ahead of Ryan. Paces we got Bryant on a 25:06. George 24:02. Steve 24:06. Kevin 24:09. Omar 24:11. Ryan 23:04. Yeah, 2:40 remaining, drivers. Fast laps. We got Goompa at 13:9. We got George at 14:3. Got Steve at 15:1. Kevin at 14:9. Omar 14:9. And Ryan 15:0. right, so once again, normally I would be thinking about a track change next Wednesday, but that's not going to happen. We're going to do the track change on the 28th. Going to be a Saturday. We're going to do that track change in preparation for
2 minutes
the
left.
2026 Corona Classic. Now, about 2 minutes to go in this one. Remember, guys, on-road did 17 heats. I want to make that look like a rookie number. Let's pack this place. I want to see 18, 19, maybe even 20 heats. 4:25 in, 1:35 left. Bryant on a 25:04, George 25:13, Kevin 24:09, Steve 24:11, Omar 24:12, Ryan 23:06. So Bryant 6.7 ahead of George. George 9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.5 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.1 ahead of Steve. We got 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Bryant on a 25:03 for pace. I'm low-key wondering if next round we're going to see a 26 out of Bryant. .35 seconds left. Bryant 7 ahead of George. George 11 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.2 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.7 ahead of Omar. Omar 7 ahead of Ryan. Got truck up next. Give you guys a moment to get ready.
Goomba done. Fireball done. Ryan R. Randall
Yeah,
done.
fireball in.
Kevin
It kind
Allen
of
done.
works because your car's orange.
Omar Manan Salsa done. All drivers
All right,
are
folks.
finished.
We
Steve
got
Goom
Bryant
done.
going 25:02, George at 25:11, Kevin at 24:10, Steve also 24:10, Omar a 24:11, and Ryan 23:04. So race number 5 will be truck. Got a truck? You're in luck. Or as Doug LaRiviere would say, twuck. Okay. I may need some turn marshals out here, please. If you just got done
Colin
racing,
Chia.
I may need you out here,
Barry Soppin.
please. Little help.
Patrick Brill. Rice Cakes Supreme.
All right, I'm sure you guys saw me stickering cars in the pits earlier, doing the vinyl wrap stuff. If you guys need any cars vinyled up, holla at your boy. Have Cricket, will cut. Oh yeah, I gotta do some Baby Belt Racing stickers for Bryn. Hey, if you wanna pay me money, I will put whatever you want on
BP.
my car. As long as it's,
Jordan Rivera.
as long as it's NorCal approved, of course. But yeah, if you want to pay me money, I will vinyl up almost anything you want on my car. All it takes is money, folks. If you've ever wanted to see me drive a buggy with a unicorn on it, all you gotta do is pay me. All right, looks like I got most of my marshals out here. Do I have the right side of the track covered adequately? Okay. We're going racing. All right, BG of 14.8, BP of 15.1, Barry 15.7, Jordan 15.7, James 16.5, Pat 16.7. Oh, BP falling down the leaderboard there. So we got flying Brian Gross out front, blue and yellow. Geez, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to paint my car blue and yellow. Is that what I need to do to go fast? Maybe. We got a minute 5 down, 4:55 to go. I don't know. I'll have to consult with Brian Merck on that. He's the paint and color expert. Yeah, minute 25 down, 4:35 to go. So Brian Gross out front, 25-14. We got James at 23-14. Pat also 23-14. Yeah, Brandon 22-02. Barry 22-13. Jordan 22-14. Whoa, back straight, right in the middle. Back straight. That is clear. I got to drive BP's truck recently, and I gotta say, it doesn't suck as bad as he says it does. It sucks far worse. I don't know how he drives that thing. But then again, like that's how I felt about, I don't know who here remembers Julian Jimenez. He let me drive his truck one night, and I was excited because he was just mopping everyone up all over Northern California with this truck. So like, all right, cool. I couldn't drive the dang thing. It would push going one way, it would spin out going the opposite way. It didn't jump right. It was not fun to drive. Like, dang. At that point, I realized how good of a driver Julian Jimenez was. Kid can drive anything. He could drive anything, man. College. And you know, the funny thing is I'd say every 6 months to a year, I see him. And he'll come out and race sometimes. And he'll bring out, like, I want to say it's like a 2021 X-Ray. And he'll do work with it. He'll do well. Funny thing is, I believe his buggy does not have a front sway bar. It works, though. His car works. And, he follows the mantra of, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Got 2:25 to go. Got BG on the 24:05. Barry Sopp at 23:12. Jordan at 22:01. Brandon 22:01. Pat 22:05. And James 22:09. Careful up front, guys. Got one down in the front double. Careful in the front. Careful in the front, guys.
2 minutes left.
Okay, that's starting to clear up. And it's clear. Minute 50 to go. So I got Brian Gross putting a Bryant Mirafuentes style beating on the field right now. 14 seconds ahead. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I need to start painting my cars blue and yellow. Got a minute 20 remaining. Minute 10 to go. Ooh. BG 16 ahead of Barry. Barry 6 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.6 ahead of Pat. And Pat 12 up on James.
1 minute left.
5 down, 1 to go, drivers. And fast lap right now going to BP. 14-7. Now 40 seconds remaining. If I had to name BP's truck, I'd probably name it the Bucking Bronco. That thing, driving that thing, it's like trying to ride a bull. You're just trying to stay on top of it, keep it down. But BP can get some good laps with it. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I would change things too if my truck drove like that. Did BP just say he's beyond by a Schumacher? Oh, a TLR, okay. That seems to be the hot truck right now. TLR, the last resort.
Rice Cakes Supreme done. Patrick Brill done.
You know,
Barry
TLR
Soffit
used
done.
to stand for Turnbuckles
James
Lost
Colicchio
Regularly.
done. BP done.
If anybody remembers those old 3.0,
All drivers
4.0
are
series
finished.
ball cups, oh man.
Jordan Rivera done.
That'll be a race, guys. BG putting that TLR on top of the leaderboard, 24:06. Yeah, Barry 23:08, Brandon 23:11, Jordan 23:15, Pat 22:03, James 21:05. All right, folks, that concludes round number 1. You guys ready to start round 2? Race 1, how you guys looking? Oh, there's cars on the track already. Okay, well. That's all. Yeah, that answers that question. Race 1. Okay, no hurry. So, race 1, when we get there, will be Mark, Martin, Sean, Cody, Rich, and Joe. Kind of trying to read the room right now and see if they're ready or not, or... All right, it's starting to get more cars. They're starting to multiply.
TH. Rich Bright.
Careful, turn 1, guys. Careful on the left. So, yeah, we got 4 drivers out here, so I guess we're keeping this program moving along. Turn Marshall's going to be my truck,
Martin
guys.
Arroyo. Mark Barbosa.
All right, we got most of
Joe Wilson.
my drivers checked in. I'm looking for my truck drivers. If you just race
Cody
truck,
Kirk.
I need your help out here. We're going buggy racing now. This is heat number 1 on track in warm-up. Okay, I got everybody checked in. Is the right side covered adequately? I know I got I got James in the corner. Do I have somebody over here? Sweet. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, so starting order here is going to be Mark, Martin, Sean, Cody, Rich, Joe. We're going to go with Mark on the tone. Martin, Sean, Cody, Rich, and Joe. Back straight, careful. And that is clear. Got Sean 16-5, Cody 16-8, Martin 17-8, Joe 17-1, Rich 18-2. Yeah, 35 seconds down. This is round number 2 of Wednesday Night Racing on a Wednesday. 50 seconds in. So we got Sean Torres out front, half a second ahead of Joe Wilson. Joe Wilson 3 seconds up on Martin. Martin 0.2 ahead of Rich. Rich 0.03 ahead of Mark. And Mark 2 seconds up on, well, Cody now 8/10 up on Rich. We got a minute 15 down, 4:45 left. This is heat number 1 on track. Sean Torres leading the way. That is going to be the white, yellow, blue, and red. Sean going 16-1 that time by. Cody going up 15-5. Now Martin at 16-9, Mark at 16-3, Joe at 17-1, Rich 17-5. Minute 45 in, 4:15 to go. Okay, we got 2 minutes down, drivers. Yeah, 2:15 down, 3:45 remaining. Torres now 6 seconds up on Arroyo. Got Arroyo 2.1 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 0.6 ahead of Kirk. Kirk 0.4 ahead of Barbosa. And those guys about 6 seconds up on Rich. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. And that is clear. 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. Yeah, just about 3 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Sean Torres out front on a 21-12 for pace. Martin at 21-14. Joe at 21-17. Cody at 20-02. Mark at 20-10. Rich 19-13. Oh, careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the cinnamon roll. All right, folks, we have 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, Sean still out front, 21-12. He is 4.7 ahead of Martin. Martin 1.8 ahead of Mark. Mark 0.06 ahead of Cody. Right now, Joe, Mark, and Cody all within about a second and change here. Actually, let's see. From second to fifth now, all within 1. Wow, geez. Yeah, 1.1 now, the gap between second and fifth. So, yeah, the positions are changing as they cross the line. A minute 20 to go. Right now, Sean 2109, Mark 2117, Joe 2117, Martin at 20 flat, Cody at 2003, Rich at 1906. Got just over a minute, drivers. We are now 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Sean 6.7 ahead of Joe. Now Sean 6 seconds ahead of Mark. Mark 1 ahead of Joe. Joe 3.2 ahead of Martin. Martin 0.3 ahead of Cody. And those guys about 19 ahead of Rich. 40 seconds remain, drivers. Up next is race number 2. Fastest lap of this one going to Cody Kirk at a 15.5. Got Sean Torres a 15.8. Mark going 16.0. Joe 16.1. Martin a 16.7. And Rich a 17.5. 10 seconds to go, drivers. Keep going, guys. Do not stop early.
Martin Arroyo done. Mark Barbosa done. TH done. Cody Kirk done. Rich Bright done.
And
All drivers are finished.
I'll be your race.
Joe Wilson done.
Sean Torres going 21.06. Mark Barbosa 21.09. Joe going 21.10. Martin 20 flat. Cody 20.04. Rich 19.09. That will take us into race number 2, the Deuce. Art James, John, Joe, Anthony, Jeff.
Let's go, Art. James Colicchio. Loctite Milio. Jeff Nyes.
All right, I need a little bit of help at that center double. We got one stuck behind the landing. Now we got one stuck on the landing, so be careful, center upper double. Oh, I felt that one.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Joe Colicchio.
Okay, do I have all my drivers from that last one? Let's see. The list is going to be Sean, Mark, Joe, Martin, Cody, and Rich. Yeah. Let's see. Is it all right, sounds like something we can fix in a few minutes, or less, actually. So let's go ahead and get that fixed and get him back out on track. Should only take a minute. So with that being said, Corona Classic's coming up, guys. That's going to be March 29th. You definitely want to be here. The new what? The vending machine? Right? That's what the freezer over here is for. Okay, I got James making his way back to the driver's stand. Actually, Joe's probably working on it, so we'll give Joe a moment. Oh, yeah. Okay, so our starting order here for round 2, we're going to go Art 1, James 2, John 3, Joe 4, Anthony 5, Jeff 6. Okay, we're going racing. Let's go, Art. James, John, Joe, Anthony, and Jeff. All right, so James fastest opening lap at 15.4, Art at 15.7, John 16.2, Jeff 16.7, Joe 17, Anthony at 19. Yeah, 35 seconds in. .45 down. We got Art Cardinale out front, followed by James, John, Jeff, Joe, and Anthony. .105 down, 4:55 remains. Art going 15.1 that last time by. New fast lap. I might see some 14s out of Cardinale tonight. Let's go, Art. Right now, Art on 23.02. We got Jeff at 22.03. James 22, now 23.14. John also 23.14. Joe 22.10, Anthony 21.16, and Jeff at a 21.17. Minute 40 down. Yeah, Emilio 15.0. Oh, one out of the park. Our first home run of the day. We got 2 minutes down, 4 minutes remaining. So Art 23.02 in the works, John 23.09, Joe 22.06, James 22.15, Anthony 22.16, and Jeff 21.10. 2:20 down, drivers 3:40 left. Got one down up front and one down back straight, back straight, back straight. Ah, man, that's going to knock Art all the way down to the 4 spot. Careful on the right side, guys. Right side, heading downhill. 2:45 in, 3:15 to go. All right, we got 2:45 remaining. John, Art, Joe, Anthony, James, and Jeff, your full running order. So we got John currently 23.15 for pace, Art 22.03, Joe 22.06, Anthony 22.07, James 22.17, and Jeff 20.11. Got 2:30 remaining. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. And that is clear. 2:15 to go. I hear a Dremel. Or some kind of rotary tool. Not trying to infringe any copyrights.
2 minutes left.
4 down, 2 to go. John Melio currently 1.9 ahead of Art. Art 3.3 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 3 ahead of Joe. Joe 7 ahead of James. James a lap up on Jeff. Got a minute 40 to go, drivers. Minute 30 remains, 90 seconds to go. This is race 2 on track. Got race number 3 coming up. Those are my truck guys running buggy. Careful in the middle, middle right, middle right. That is clear. Got a minute 10 to go, drivers.
One minute left.
You heard the man. 1 minute remains. Art 0.2 ahead of John. John 5.7 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 7 ahead of Joe. Joe 4.3 ahead of James. And James a lap up on Jeff. Got 40 seconds remaining, drivers. Art 23.10, John 23.11. Anthony 22.02, Joe 22.11. James 22.16. Jeff 20.04. 30 seconds to go. And it's going to come down to John or Art. They are currently half a second apart. 20 seconds remains. This time by less than 0.2 of a second delta between those two drivers. 10 seconds. Keep on going, guys. Keep going. Do not stop early. Time about to expire, but keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh. Oh, lucky bounce there for Art. All right, when you cross the
Let's
line.
go, Art done. Loctite Milio done. Anthony Zachiglowski done.
All right,
James
that is a
Colaccio done.
race. It's
Joe
going to be
Colaccio
John
drivers are
Melio going
Jeff
23.09.
Nyes done.
Art goes to 23.11. Anthony 22.07. Joe 22.10. James 22.13. Jeff 20.07. Race number 3. It is your turn. This one going to be
Rice Cake
Brandon, Barry,
Supreme.
Jordan, Lucas, Brian,
Barry
Pat.
Soppet. BP.
Most of my truck guys here.
Lucas Zachiglowski.
Racing buggy.
Patrick Brill. Jordan Rivera.
So PDX just announced that they have put in a bid for the 2027 Nats. So yeah, PDX gets the Nats. Road trip. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to talk to the guys here. I got an idea. Yeah, I'm hoping for a West Coast carpet Nats. That would be nice. It'd be very nice. Okay, so our starting order can be BP, Barry, Jordan, Lucas, Brian, Pat. We'll get this one going. BP on the tone. Barry, Jordan, Lucas, Brian, and Pat. All right, so we are on drivetrain watch with BP. Man, if I drove a car like that, it would disintegrate completely, and I would not have a good time. BP able to make that thing work. I'm hoping it stays together. Definitely a bit iffy. So BP going 14-5 last time by. So we got 55 seconds down, 5:05 to go. Right now it's BP out front, followed by Jordan, Lucas, Brian, Pat, and Barry. Perea going 14-4 for a hot lap. Got Jordan a 14-4, Lucas a 14-7, Brian a 14-8, Pat 15-1, Barry a 14-7. Got a minute 15 down and 4:45 remaining. It's 7:40 and it's still 80. Got a minute 40 down. Right now it's Brandon Perea out front, going 14-3 that last lap. His pace is a 25:02. Yeah, Jordan 25:07. Lucas 24:03. Brian 24:04. Barry 24:05. Pat 24:12. 2 minutes down, drivers. 4 minutes left. 3:50 to go. BP 1.1 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 3.5 ahead of Brian. Brian half up on Lucas. Lucas 0.2 up on Barry. Barry 3.3 ahead of Pat. 2:25 down. 3:35 remaining. $250 down, 3:10 remaining. BP 2.8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 4 ahead of Barry. Barry 0.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.02 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 5 ahead of Pat. Just past halfway here. Brandon's pace at 25:02. Jordan 25:09. Barry 24:03. Lucas 24:04. Brian 24:04. Pat 23 flat. How about that? 3:15 in, 2:45 to go. $3:30 in, $2:30 remains. So fast lap gonna be BP at a 14:1. He's trying to catch Mirafuente on that fast lap front. And right now, actually, BP's pace only 1 second off of TQ. BP on a great run right now. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Minute 50 remains. Brandon, Jordan, Barry, Lucas, Brian, and Pat. So Brandon now 6.3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 2.7 ahead of Barry. Barry 1.4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.7 ahead of Brian. Brian 12 ahead of Pat. Minute 30 remains, drivers. 90 seconds left. Right now, Barry 0.2 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.6 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.3 ahead of Brian. That's the battle for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Meanwhile, BP almost 10 seconds up on that pack. 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
In case you guys were wondering, BP does not stand for Brandon Perea. It stands for broken pucks. Oh, I made him crash. Oh, man. Announcer's curse is real. Sorry, Brandon. Got 30 seconds to go. Oh. Got 20 seconds remaining. BP space now 25:08. Barry 24 flat. Jordan 24 flat. Brian 24:04. Lucas 24:13. Pat 23:06. We're heading into the closing moments here.
Barry Soffit done. Jordan Rivera done. BP done.
Got three more.
Rice Cakes Supreme done.
Dos Mas.
Patrick Brill
Bruno
done.
Mas.
All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race.
Lucas Sichigloski done.
Lucas putting me to the test there. All right, BP 25:07, Barry 24 flat, Jordan 24:01, Brian 24:04, Lucas 24:21, Pat going 23:05, and that takes us into race number 4.
Fireball. Ryan R.
All
Randall.
right, we got Julian Taylor in the
Kevin
house doing
Allen.
the arrive and drive. Yeah, I say
Omar
that
Mahan
is not
Salsa.
easy.
Goompa. Steve Loeb. Julian Taylor.
All right, if I can get my drivers from that previous group out here, please. I may need your help. Careful up front, up front, up front, up front. All right, let's see. I need one more in the middle. I got Lucas on his way, but I need one more in the middle. Let's see. I should have Brandon, Barry, Jordan, Brian, Lucas, Pat. Do I have everybody? Oh, Pat's on his way. Okay. You got Pat in the middle, and then we will go racing soon. So our starting order is going to be Brian 1, George 2, Kevin 3, Steve 4, Omar 5, Ryan 6, Julian 7. We'll get it going. Brian's on the tone. George, Kevin, Steve, Omar, Ryan, and Julian. All right, fastest opening lap goes to Brian Tad of 14.3, George of 14.9, Omar 15.4, Julian 15.5, Kevin 15.6, Steve 15.6. Oh, man. 45 in, 5:15 to go. George going 14.5 that time by. George running that Fireball orange. 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. So Bryant 0.4 ahead of George. George 2.1 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.09 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.1 ahead of Omar. Omar 1.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 3 ahead of Julian. Careful middle, upper. That is clear. Got 4:35 remaining now. Fast lap, now a 14.1 out of Bryant Mirafonte. Careful, turn one. And that is clear. Buck 40 down, Bryant, 0.6 out of George. So Bryant's pace right now, 25.03. Got George 25.05, Kevin 24.06, Omar 24.10, Ryan 23.03, Julian 23.07, and Steve 22.07. We got Brian a 14-1, George a 14-3, Julian a 14-8, Kevin a 14-9, Omar, Ryan, and Steve at 15-0. 3:45 remains. .340 to go. Mirafuente dropping a 14 flat. How about that? 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Oh, careful, upper middle, guys, upper middle, careful. Careful in the cinnamon roll, guys. That's getting cleared up. Got 3:10 to go. Bryant, George, Omar. Bryant, George, Kevin, Omar. Julian, Ryan, Steve, your order. Bryant's pace now 25:02. George 25:08. Kevin 24:12. Omar 24:13. Julian 24:14. Ryan 23:09. Steve 22:16. Got 2:45 remaining, drivers. .325 down, 2:35 to go. Brian 3.9 ahead of George. George 9.8 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.3 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.03 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 6.1 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 9 ahead of Steve. Yeah, 2:15 remaining, drivers. We are now 4 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Bryant 25:01, George 25:08, Omar 24:11, Julian 24:11, Kevin 24:13, Ryan 23:06, and Steve 22:04. Minute 45 remains. Minute 35 to go. Minute 25 remains. Bryant currently 3 seconds ahead of George. George 11 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.6 ahead of Omar. Omar 1.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 6 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 10 ahead of Steve. Minute 10 to go. Drivers 70 seconds left. And Kevin pulling it in. Careful, left side, left
1
side.
minute left.
1 minute to go. .40 seconds remain. .20 seconds left. And this time around, Bryant, George, Julian, Omar, and Ryan, your remaining contestants. Bryant going to 14-0 once again.
Goompa done.
Oh, 13-9 on the final lap. What a flex.
Fireball done. Ryan R. Randall done.
2 more. Dos más.
Omar Manan Salsa done.
And that'll be a
All
race,
drivers
guys.
are finished.
Bryant
Julian
going
Taylor
25:01, George at 25:08, Julian 24:07, Omar 24:09, and Ryan at 23:02. All right, that will take us into truck. Give you guys a moment here.
BP. James Colicchio. Patrick Brill. Rice Cakes Supreme.
Okay, I'm going to need some turn marshals out here, guys. Drivers from the last race, I need your help.
Jordan Rivera.
All right, starting order in this one going to be, well, looks like no Barry, so it's going to be Brian, Brandon, Jordan, Pat, and James. And we'll get this party going with Brian on the tone. Brandon, Jordan, Pat, and James. All right, so BG out front. We're now 50 seconds in. So Brian Gross out front, 24:03 for pace. Got Brandon 24:06, Jordan 23:04, James 22:07, Pat 22:13. Minute 35 down, 4:25 to go. And right now, it is a battle out front. Got BG and BP 1/10 of a second apart. Got BP 1.8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 3.5 ahead of James. James 6.5 ahead of Pat. All right, we're 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. BG that time around going 14-7. Race leader down the back straight. Got 3:40 to go, drivers. So Brian 1.7 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 3.5 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 3 ahead of James. James 9 ahead of Pat. Paces, we got Brian on 24:04. Brandon 24:09, Jordan 23:02, James 23:13, Pat 22:16. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Three down, 3 to go. Race leader down the back straightaway. And 0.3 of a second now separate Brian and Brandon. Yeah, Brandon 3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 4 ahead of James. James 10 ahead of Pat. 3:20 down, 2:40 to go. .220 remaining. Brian .014 ahead of Brandon. So 24-11 for Brandon and Brian. Brian and Brandon. Got Jordan on 23.06, James at 22.02, Pat 22.14. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Fast laps, we got Brian at 14.7, Brandon 14.8, Jordan 14.9, James at 15.4, Pat at 15.8. Got a minute 45 to go, drivers. Got minute 30 remaining, 90 seconds left. BG now 5 seconds up. Minute 20 to go. Right now, Brian on 24.08. BP on the verge there, 24.15. Got Jordan 23.06, James 22 flat, Pat 22.12. Drivers, we are now 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Brian 5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon almost 5 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 13 ahead of James. James 4.3 ahead of Pat. 50 seconds left. Yeah, 30 seconds remaining. All right, time is running thin. Whoa, BP with a hidden wall ride.
BP done. Rice Cakes Supreme done.
All right,
Jordan
2 more
Rivera
trucks
done.
making their way to the
Patrick
finish.
Brill done.
That'll be a
All
race,
drivers
guys.
are finished.
Got Brian
James
24.07,
Colicchio
Jordan at 23.04, Brandon 23.05, James 22.07, Pat 22.08. All right, folks, I'm going to get the main event set up here. And I'll come back at you in just a minute. All right, folks, so I'm looking at putting truck in the middle of the program as race number 3. Otherwise, there's going to be no turn marshals. All right, so we are looking at our D main event being Mark, Jeff, Martin, Sean, Joe, Cody, and Rich. Our C main event will be Pat, Art, John, James, Anthony, and Joe. Truck will be race 3. Our B main event, Brian, Julian, Omar, Kevin, Steve, and Ryan. And our A main right now is Bryant, Brandon, George, Barry, Jordan, and Lucas. We will take transfers. Try to decide if we're going to do 1 or 2 bumps here. I suppose we can do 2. What do you guys think? You know, 2 transfers in each main event. All right, so time's 8:07 right now. I'll give you guys a few minutes. Our first race up, Mark, Jeff, Martin, Sean, Joe, Cody, and Rich.
Rich Bride. Joe Wilson.
Okay, got some of my drivers from race 1 starting to show up here.
Cody Kirk.
All right, folks.
Jeff Nyes.
Got 5 out of 7 so far. So, I guess we're going racing here. May need my turn marshals out here if I can get my truck drivers. Actually, let's see. Let's get our A main drivers, which some of them are truck drivers. A main going to be Bryant, Brandon, George, Barry, Jordan, Lucas. Get my A main guys out here to marshal, please.
Mark Barbosa.
Oh. Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight.
Martin Arroyo.
All right, turn marshals are going to be Bryant, Brandon, George, Barry, Jordan, and Lucas.
TH.
I don't know whose pizza that is. Yeah, I don't know who brought that or who that belongs to. I'm not sure. We're going to need an oven, dude. All right, I might need some turn marshals. Hey, if you guys can figure out how to heat it up, we can eat some pizza after the race. Oh, damn. Hey, guys, I am going to need some turn marshals, please. All right, I got Bryant, I got Jordan, got Brandon. I got Marshall in the corner. I think that's George. My eyesight kind of sucks. That's a spicy meatball. All right. We got Mark on the number 1, Jeff on the number 2, Martin on the number 3, Sean on the number 4, Joe on the number 5, Cody on the number 6, and Rich on the number 7. Far ball. Did you just Hadouken him? All right, folks, we're going racing. Less than 5. And a hole shot on that one going to Torres, but Torres on his lid. And it's going to be Barbosa leading him down to the completion of the first lap. Wilson in the 2, followed by Nice, Torres, Bright, Arroyo, and Kirk. Yeah, 30 seconds in. Mark Barbosa out front. I have decided we are doing 2 transfers, 2 bump ups from each lower main. So right now, Mark and Joe holding on to those 2 spots. The rest of the field is gunning for them. Got a minute down, 5 to go. Mark just ahead of Joe. A little bit of a gap, actually. Trouble there for Joe. Oh. Oh, back straight. That is clear. Minute 15 in, 4:45 left. Barbosa on top of the leaderboard, driving the white car. Second place is Jeff Nyes, driving the white and blue ride. Third place runner right now, Sean Torres, driving the white, red, blue, and yellow. Got a minute 40 down. Mark 1.6 ahead of Jeff last time around. This time by 1.2 is the gap. Yeah, Jeff 4 seconds ahead of Sean. Sean 1.4 ahead of Joe. Joe 2.4 ahead of Rich. 2 minutes down, drivers. 4 minutes remain. All right, 2:15 in, 3:45 to go. Hey, Fosca, can you toss one in the oven for me? Are those yours? I'm wondering who's the pizza fairy? Oh, that's Red Baron, homie. Yeah. We got 240 down, 320 to go. Yeah, Mark just ahead. Actually, Jeff now just ahead of Mark. Regardless, they are occupying the 2 transfer spots. And they are making their way in front of the driver's stand. Oh, a little trouble for Mark. Jordan gets there before Sean does. Got 250 to go. The race leader is the white and blue. Second place is the white. Third place will be the yellow, blue, red, and white. All right, leaders down the back straight. We got 330 down, 230 to go. And leaders coming up on Martin next. Oh, Mark making a move through traffic, but Jeff getting it back with the car positioning. Oh, hold on a sec. Gotta wait for him. Gotta wait for him.
2 minutes left.
All right, race on, race on. Got a minute 55 to go. Battle continues on. And Joe Wilson now in that battle as well. So we got Jeff, Mark, and Joe making their way onto the back straight. Jeff getting a little wide there. Mark to the front. Minute 30 to go, drivers. But Jeff getting it back. Joe gets it now. We got ourselves 3-way battle. 2 spots on the line. Trouble there for both Jeff and Mark. So your leader now, Joe Wilson, down the back straight. Got a minute 15 to go, drivers. Joe 2.8 ahead of Mark. Mark 0.3 ahead of Sean. Sean 0.6 ahead of Jeff. So Sean in this battle as well.
1 minute left.
Just over a minute to go. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. Oh, Joe 2.5 ahead of Sean. Sean just ahead of Jeff. And they get mixed up in the air. That's going to put Mark to the 2 spot. 40 seconds remain, drivers. $30 seconds to go. Joe now 4 seconds up. Mark just ahead of Jeff. Down the back straight they go. 20 seconds left. Whoa, Jeff pulling off the hidden wall ride there. Got 8 seconds to go. Oh, Jeff getting it wrong there. And that might cost him the bonus lap here. It
Jeff
does.
Nye's done.
So it's going to be Joe Wilson and
Cody
Mark
Kirk done.
Barbosa making their way to the C
Rich
main
Bright done.
event.
Martin Arroyo done.
Whoa.
Joe Wilson done. All drivers are finished.
I'll be a race, guys.
Mark
Joe and Mark,
Barbosa done.
go ahead and get your cars ready for the next race. Next race up is going to be our C-Man event. That'll be Pat, Art, John, James, Anthony, Joe, and our 2 transfers. That's gonna be Joe and Mark. All right, if I can get my drivers from that race out here, turn marshal, please.
Loctite Milio. James Colicchio. Patrick Brill. Let's go. Art.
Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Double up front. Be careful.
Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, I may need some turn marshals, please. Might need a volunteer. We'll see how this one looks.
Joe Colicchio. Joe Wilson.
All right, cool. We got both of our transfers on track. So I got Sean, I got Cody, I got Rich. Let's see. I am looking for a Jeff and a Martin. Okay, I believe Jeff is over here in the corner. How about Martin? There he is. All right. Lineup for this one, Pat on the 1, Art on the 2, John on the 3, James on the 4, Anthony 5,
Mark Barbosa.
Joe 6, Joe Colicchio 6, Joe Wilson 7, and Mark Barbosa on the 8. Okay, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. And they are off close at the start here. Got Burl just ahead of Cardinale. Got Emilio trying to hold off Colicchio. 15 seconds in. So we got Pat Burl out front. He is driving the blue-green down the back straight. Cardinale, his signature paint job right behind him. Cardinale now to the front. Pat looking to get it back. Got Emilio right there as well. We're 45 seconds in, drivers. Down the back straight they go. 1, 2, 3, now 4. Got Colicchio going 15-2 that time by. And a little mix-up here. So it's going to be Cardinale out front. Colicchio 2, Burl 3, followed by Colicchio. Oh, trouble for Anthony. Yeah, a minute 15 down, 4:45 left. Oh, trouble for Emilio once again. So I got Art 1.5 ahead of James. James 1.9 ahead of Pat. Pat 2.5 ahead of Joe. Got Joe 2.7 ahead. Joe now 5.5 ahead of Mark. Mark 0.7 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 0.8 ahead of John. And those guys 2 seconds up on Joe Wilson. Got a minute 45 down, 4:15 remaining. Minute 55 in, 4:05 to go. So 2:05 down. Art James 1.3 apart from each other. We got Pat 1.9 back. 2:15 down, 3:45 remains. Art James, Pat, followed by Joe, John, Anthony, Mark, and Joe. Your full order. 3:30 left. So up next is going to be our truck class. Got truck up next. $2.45 in, 3:15 to go. We're almost halfway through our C-main event. So James now 2.1 ahead of Pat. Yeah, Pat 2 ahead of Art. Art 2.5 ahead of Joe. Joe 4.5 ahead of John. John 2.5 ahead of Mark. Mark 7 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2.5 ahead of Joe. Yeah, 2:50 remaining. Pat going to 15-2 last time by. Backs it up to 15-6. So race leader driving the black car, white wheels, second place. About a second back is going to be the blue and green. Third place runner going to be the black, orange, yellow, and white down the back straight. Yeah, 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. James, Pat, Art, Joe, John, Mark, Anthony, Joe, your full order. $3.50 in, 2:10 to go. James and Pat. Bumper to bumper right now. Down the back straight
2
they
minutes
go.
left.
4 down, 2 to go. Black car versus the blue and green. That's the battle to watch. They're about 2.5 seconds ahead of Art. Art 5 ahead of Joe. Joe 1.4 ahead of John. Now it's the other way around. Whoa, back straight. Careful in the back straight. That is clear now. Yeah, minute 30 remaining. Race leader down the back straight, driving the black buggy. Got Pat driving the blue and green. Minute 25 remaining. Careful getting onto the back straight, guys. Careful getting onto the back straight. Minute 15 remains, 75 seconds left. Got Anthony caught in a leader sandwich right now. Oh, careful on the left. Careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. 55 seconds remain. James 1.1 ahead of Pat. Pat 2.1 ahead of Art. Art 5.9 ahead of John. John 11 up on Joe. Joe 3.5 ahead of Mark. Mark 13 ahead of Joe. Careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. .30 seconds remain. Race leaders down the back straight. 25 seconds left. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds.
Loctite Milio done. Joe Wilson done. Mark Barbosa done. James Colicchio done. Anthony
2
Zachiglowski
more
done.
cars.
Patrick Brill done.
That'll be a race, guys.
Let's go,
So,
Art done.
making it to the B main.
All drivers are
It's going to be
finished.
James Colicchio
Joe
and Pat
Colicchio
Brill.
done.
Rest of the order here are going to be Art, John, Joe, Mark, Joe, and Anthony. You know, guys, I completely forgot about the podium. So, podium for the last race, our D-main event, going to be Jeff, Martin, and Rich. Podium for this one going to be Art, John, and Joe. All right, race number 3. It's going to be our truck class. We're taking a mid-round truck break.
BP. Rice Cakes Supreme. Jordan Rivera. Barry Soppet.
Okay, I may need some turn marshals out here, please. All my drivers from the last race.
Patrick Brill. James Colicchio.
All right, this is race number 3 on track. All right, let's get the grid set. It's going to be Brian on the 1, Jordan 2, Brandon 3, Barry 4, Pat 5, James 6. Okay, grid is set. We got turn marshals out here. Actually, do I have the right side covered? Cool, I got John over there. Do I have someone over there? Cool. All right, we're going racing, guys. Less than 5. Okay, so BG leading them. BP already up to the 2 spot. 15 seconds in. 5:45 left. So BP's truck, it still looks a little tippy. I'm not going to ask to drive it again, however. Yeah, 30 seconds down. I'll wait till BP is happy with it. Now 45 down, 5:15 to go. BG half a second ahead of BP. We got Brandon 1.1 ahead of Barry. Barry 1.7 ahead of James. James 0.6 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.4 ahead of Pat. 1 minute down. Brian Gross driving the blue and yellow truck. BP driving the orange and gray. Yeah, Barry Soppin running the highlighter yellow. Yeah, James Clicchio using a couple of highlighters on that one. Using the pink and the blue highlighter to color his truck. Got $130 down, 4:30 remaining. Minute 40 down, 4:20 remains. Got BG half a second ahead of BP. BP 2.2 ahead of Barry. Barry 2.5 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.4 ahead of James. James 6 ahead of Pat. 4:05 to go. Just about 2 minutes in. BG going 14.9 last time by. And BG coming up on some traffic here. Got 2:10 down, 3:50 remaining. So yeah, Barry Soppin up to the 2. Just ahead of BP. As I like to say, there is nothing worse than getting beat by your own old truck. BP determined not to let it happen. At 2:40 down, 3:20 to go. Closest battle out here again be Brandon versus his former ride. Being piloted by Barry Soppin. So yellow truck and orange truck. Closest battle out here. Just a few feet apart. 2:50 remains. Just past halfway. 2:45 to go. There's still just a couple feet apart here. BP putting the pressure on. Barry just shrugging it off. 2:35 to go. Brandon trying to make a move here. He's even closer, pressing him even harder. Down the back straight they go. 2:20 to go. 1/10 of a second the differential. And Barry finally cracks. He held him off for a minute there. So BP to the 2. Let's see if he can do the do. 4 minutes down, drivers.
2 minutes left.
Right now, BG with a huge lead. 7 seconds up. So Brian just won a 14.8. Brandon just won a 15.0. Jordan going 15.1. Barry's fast lap of 15.0. James going to 15.2. Pat going 15.6. Got a minute 30 to go, drivers. So Brian now 7.2 ahead. He's making his way through that cinnamon roll. Brandon on the right side of the course. That time by 7.6 the gap. Got BP 4 ahead of Barry. Barry 2.5 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 5.3 ahead of James. James 10 ahead of Pat. We're now 5 minutes in, drivers.
1 minute left.
Wow, BP going a 15 flat. 15.008. 45 seconds to go. Ah, trouble for BP in the middle. Art gets there before Barry does. Art exercising caution in protecting himself there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get hit by a truck in certain locations. Ah, Jordan's truck not going to make it to the finish. Man, hey, that one got me on Friday too. It didn't break me, but yeah. Definitely made me cringe. 10 seconds left, drivers.
BP done.
Ooh, but hey, consolation BP.
Barry Sopik
Your last
done.
lap was a 14.9.
Rice Cakes Supreme done.
But Brian's last
Patrick
lap,
Brill
a
done.
14.7. One more truck, and
All drivers are finished.
that'll be a race, guys.
James College.
Your podium for truck tonight, Brian, Brandon, and Barry. Rest of the order going to be James, Pat, and Jordan. All B names on the podium there. Brian, Brandon, Barry. If I wanted to join that podium, I'd have to change my name to Baniel. That is not a name, by the way. Please do not name your kid Baniel.
Kevin Allen.
It's not a name.
Julian Taylor. Ryan R. Randall. Omar Manan Salsa. Steve Loom.
I may need some turn marshals, please, if I can get my truck drivers, maybe a few volunteers as well. Actually, I do have a couple back-to-backs, so I will need some volunteers. Yeah, both of my bump-ups from the C main are in this one, so. Well, what I should have said is both of my bump-ups from the C main were in truck. So, yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of help out here.
Rice Cakes Supreme.
Ah, yeah, this is my jam. All right, I need one more in the middle, on the middle left. Yeah, Hellworks is a pretty good car stand. Watch, I might be selling those in the shop next week. All right, I might need one, like, middle upper. BP, are you going to get that spot? Cool. All right, so let's get James, could you cross over the line for me, please? There we go. Uh-oh. James, I'm not sure you have a transponder. Right behind him. All right, Dad to the rescue. All right, let's go, Joe. Thank you, sir.
James Colicchio. Patrick Brill.
Okay, lineup for this one. We're going to put BG on the 1, Julian on the 2, Omar 3, Kevin 4, Steve 5, Ryan 6, James 7, Pat 8. It's a pretty stacked B main here. We got expert guys on our B main tonight. Top 2 will transfer. All right, folks, we're going racing. Less than 5. Okay, we got BG out front. Julian 2, Omar 3, lead 3 cars. Starting to break away just a little bit from the pack. Got 20 seconds in. All right, we got 2 packs forming here. BG, Julian, and Omar starting to stretch their legs a little bit. Uh-oh. James out of the park. Oh, we got one down center double. That is clear. 50 down, 5:10 to go. BG now 2.7 seconds up. Yeah, Julian in the 2 spot, half a second ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.8 ahead of Ryan. 105 down, 4:55 to go. Minute 15 down, 4:45 remains. Brian, Julian, Kevin, Ryan, Pat, Omar, Steve, and James. Your full running order here. We're now a minute 25 down, 4:35 remaining. So Brian now 3.5 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.1 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.7 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.2 ahead of Steve. Got a $1.50 down, 4:10 to go, drivers. So 2 down, 4 to go. BG 3.2 out front. Julian just going a new fast lap, 14.5. Looking alive. Driving that TLR22X. Oh, back straight, back straight. That's going to allow Kevin up to the 2. We still got 3:40 to go. Plenty of time remains. Yeah, Kevin Allen holding down the 2 spot. Another tumble for Julian. Still got time. 3:30 left. So Brian now 5.6 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.4 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.8 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.9 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.6 ahead of Omar. Yeah, 2:55 down, 3:05 to go. We're just about halfway through. BG now 6 seconds out front. So, leader getting caught by the landing there. A little stumble. He didn't fall, just a little stumble. 2:45 remains. See what the gap is this time by when Kevin crosses over. 4.7 seconds between our leaders. Kevin 2.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.1 ahead of Julian. Julian 1.2 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.4 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.6 ahead of Omar. Yeah, 2:25 remaining. $2.15 to go. All right, folks, we are approaching 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Well, last time by, Ryan going up 14.9. So BG currently 5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.1 ahead of Julian. That's down to 0.7. Julian 0.7 ahead of Steve. Steve 4.3 ahead of Omar. And Omar 3.3 ahead of Pat. Race leader driving the blue and yellow car. Second place going to be the yellow, orange, white. Third place battle is going to be between the pink, white, blue and the all white. Got a minute 20 to go, drivers. 80 seconds left. It looks like Julian up to the 2 spot. Just over a minute to go. Looks like Steve gaining a spot as well. Ryan falling back 2. 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Brian 5.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.3 ahead of Julian. Julian 1.7 ahead of Steve. Steve 1 second ahead of Ryan. Ryan 3.5 ahead of Omar. Omar 3.5 ahead of Pat. 45 seconds to go. Race leader down the back straight. $35 seconds. This time by, gap between Brian and Kevin, 6 seconds. Kevin almost 2 seconds ahead of Julian. Julian 2.5 ahead of Steve. Steve 4 ahead of Omar. Omar 1 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 3.5 ahead of Pat. Oh, looks like Ryan has made his way by Omar. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. And that gap between Kevin and Julian right now, 1.4. Backs all clear.
Rice Cake Supreme done.
BG a little stumble on his way to
Ryan
the finish
R.
there.
Randall done. Omar Manan Salsa done. Patrick Brill done.
Okay, that'll
Kevin
be a race,
Allen
guys. Brian
Julian
and
Taylor
Kevin
done.
making their way to the A
Steve
main
Lowe
event.
done.
Podium for this one, Julian, Steve, and Ryan. Rest of the order will be Omar, Pat, and James. Okay, folks, that will take us into the final race of the night, our A main event. This one's going to be Bryant, Brandon, George, Barry, Jordan, Lucas, Brian, and Kevin.
Barry Soppet. Fireball. BP. Goompa. Jordan Rivera.
All right, I'm going to need
Lucas
some turn
Sichigolski.
marshals out here, please. Okay, I got Steve and Ryan, got Omar, got Pat. I got Julian over here. Do I have someone over there? Omar. Is there somebody in this corner? Cool. Okay. Sweet. Cool. And we got James helping us out over there too. All right. Order for this one is going to be Bryant 1, Brandon 2, George 3, Barry 4, Jordan 5, Lucas 6, and then on the 7 will be,
Rice Cake Supreme.
and on the 8,
Kevin Allen.
I like it.
all right. Grid is set. We got marshals. We're going racing in less than 3. And they are off. Got Brian Mirafuente leading them down to the completion of lap 1. Oh, BP in a dot, keeping it under control though. Very nice. 25 seconds in. So we're 30 seconds in. Mirafuente going 14-1 already. BP a 14-6. Georgia 14-6. Got Barry 14-7. 45 seconds in. Bryant already at a 14-0 and 1.2 seconds ahead. Got George just ahead of Barry. Trouble for BP. That is going to make it a 3, maybe 4-way battle for the 2 spot. 1 down, 5 to go. Oh, inside, outside action. BP holding on to the 2. All right, now, Bryant stretching his legs, running away. 13-9 that time by. So, real battle is going on between Brandon, George, and Barry. Lucas was with them there, but falling back just a bit. We still got a lot of time left. 4:25 remains. Barry getting a lucky bounce there. Buck 45 in. Right now it's Bryant, Brandon, George, Barry, Jordan, Lucas, Kevin, Brian. Got a buck 50 in and, well, buck 55 in and 4:05 to go. Bryant going 13-8 that time by new track record. Back straight behind you, Steve. Careful, back straight. And that is clear. So Brian 2.2 ahead of Brandon, Brandon 2.1 ahead of George, George 2 ahead of Barry, Barry 2.2 ahead of Lucas, Lucas 1.5 ahead of Jordan, Jordan 0.7 ahead of Kevin, Kevin 4 seconds up on Brian. Got 3:30 left, drivers. Oh, we got another one out of the park. And that was your race leader hitting a home run. That's going to put Perea up to the top spot here. Bryant putting pressure on the new race leader here. Down the back straight they go. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes to go. Leaders making their way out of the cinnamon roll, down the dog leg, into the L-bends. 2:50 remains. Brandon going at 13.9. Brandon getting pushed around the track here. BP trying to do what it takes here to hold off Bryant Mirafuente. And one of the things you have to do to accomplish that goal is hitting 13-second laps. Oh! And BP able to keep it ahead, keep it in control. Mirafuente catching a wheel on his back wing, it looked like. So BP now 2.8 ahead of Bryant. Back straight, guys. Go inside. Back straight. Go inside. Inside. And that is clear. Got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
So BP 2.3 ahead of Goompa. We got Bryant 4.2 ahead of George. George 0.4 ahead of Barry. Barry 4.7 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 3.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.8 ahead of Lucas. And Lucas 4.5 ahead of Brian. A minute 40 remains. So this time by Brandon and Bryant clocking in 1.5 apart. They make their way down the back straight to complete another lap. And the gap's up to 2.1 right now. Oh, okay. Minute 10 to go, drivers. 70 seconds remain. Perea, this time by 1.1 ahead of Mirafuente. And Goompa's closing in on him.
Left.
1 minute to go. Is that enough time to get it done? Or can BP hold on? 50 seconds remain. Magenta and gray versus blue and yellow. The battle to watch. And Goompa's all over the back wing here. Down the back straight, 40 to go. They make their way. Oh, a little bit more distance here between those two. 30 seconds left. They're coming up on Lucas, it looks like. 25 seconds to go. This is the battle to watch right here. Magenta versus blue, yellow. Oh, BP getting it a little bit wrong, and that is just enough to allow him by. 10 seconds left. This will likely be your last lap. Oh, Goompa catching the back wheels. BP putting the pressure on. Time has expired.
Rice
Race to the line,
Supreme
guys. It's going to be Bryant Mirafuente
BP done.
taking the W.
Lucas
But I got to say,
done.
BP took him to the limit.
Kevin Allen done. Jordan Rivera
Oh, man.
done. Fireball done.
That was some racing, guys.
All drivers are finished.
So your
Very
podium and
solid
expert
done.
tonight going to be Bryant, Brandon, and George. Rest of the order will be Barry, Kevin, Jordan, Brian, and Lucas. All right, get that final podium shot taken. Thank you all for coming out tonight. The action on the track was hotter than the weather outside. Good stuff. We're going to do it again Friday, guys. Friday will be, I want to say it's race 4 of our 3-Lap Friday series. All right, hope I see you all again soon. Goodbye and good night.